Good morning. Welcome. Joining the band today is Paul Nielsen on guitar, and Don had a week off, so you're stuck with me on the bass. Anyway, along with Mark and Jimmy, please welcome today's singer, the beautiful Miss Jackie Wilson.
Thank you for having me. Always happy to sing for you all on Sundays. I'm going to sing a little song I wrote, because this life can get crazy sometimes, but no matter what we go through, it's all about the good times. The good times, that's what it's all about. Every morning I try to rise to the occasion that is my life. Another day's been given me to be the person only that I see. Pretty soon I'll be at work with my name on someone else's shirt. Lost daydreaming about far away and how I'm gonna get to that place. Where I'm standing is here and now, getting caught up in what I don't know how. What's the point of being there someday if we don't enjoy the ride along the way? Good times, love the life you're living. These are the good times. Every day is a new beginning. These are the good times. When your faith keeps you driven, when you feel like you're just getting by. Remember, these are the good times. I know sometimes it might be hard though, but if we can remember that, we'll get through it. Another day has come and gone. They go by so fast, but they take so long. What you don't have is what you think you want. Convinced that yours ain't good enough. What if everything you had was lost? Will getting it back be worth the cost of learning to appreciate? Never saying I can't wait. So what is it you're waiting for that's better than what's already yours? Like love and pain and loss and gain, and the sun that shines after all the rain. Good times, love the life you're living. These are the good times. Every day is a new beginning. These are the good times. When your faith keeps you driven, when you feel like you're just getting by. Remember, these are the good times. Come on. Oh, baby, don't you remember that to get to where you're going, that you gotta believe, you gotta have a dream. Don't forget it, baby. Just make the best of every situation. Good times, gotta love the life you're living. These are the good times. Every day is a new beginning. I said these are the good times when your faith keeps you driven, when you feel like you're just getting by. Good times, we gotta love the life we're living. Good times, every day is a new beginning. Good times, when your faith keeps you driven, when you feel like you're just getting by. Remember, these are the good times. Thank y'all so much.
Jackie Wilson.
Thank you. Oh, love those shoes. We kind of got the same
That's why
ones.
I wear them, because I get so much attention. Thank you. Well, I am so grateful to see everybody here today. Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome. For the new people, welcome Marietta. And welcome some other friends that came today too, so thank you. My name is Lima Dickens, and I'm one of the practitioners here at CSLN, and I'm so proud to be here. Thank you. What I'm going to do now is a quantum meditation that I wrote a couple weeks ago, and I know you're going to like it. So I'm going to keep looking at my phone because I have to make sure it's 5 minutes or less. All right, so don't think that I'm giving up on you because I'll have my eyes closed most of the time. All right, let us now just take a very nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose and then hold it for the count of 4. And then exhale, just push more air out than you took in. And once again, inhale deeply, 4. And then exhaling more air than you took in. Remembering that as you exhale, let go of all the things that no longer serve you. And listen with your heart. If you'd like to put your hand on your heart, please do, because wherever you place your heart, your hand, that's where the energy is at. This is why we always start with a little prayer. So I always close my eyes and I say, Spirit, you got this. And now we begin. As we just check the body and gently with your brain, mind, whatever is in charge right now, and see if there's anything that is hurting you, or you had maybe a little tight spot later or before or after. Just release it. Just release it and let it go. Let's begin. Let's imagine a golden liquid light that is at the top of the head. It's coming from above, penetrating right through the crown in your head, your brain. This glorious flow is Spirit's love working through your brain, your blood, and your bones. Know that your entire human system is functioning in perfect harmony. I'd like you to say to yourself, as I'm speaking, all my brain and body's trillions of cells sparkles awake and is already healed right here, right now. My body remembers its divine blueprint. Now see all different colors of lights simmering as rainbows lengthen our telomeres, calibrating our nervous system and restoring our youth, vitality, and longevity and radiance. Now with our holy breath, I'd like us to rise above the earth, the planets, and we're floating upwards into the Milky Way, where we see galaxies, the lights swirling around, rivers of light. We hear all these stars are crackling, and they're singing their favorite song. We taste the sweetness of God's eternal life. We smell the sweetest fragrance of Spirit within. We feel and know we live in God, and the universe lives and breathes in and through us all the time. And we taste everything, and we know we can never be separate. We are the same power that spins the galaxies, flows through our veins. We are the same energy that ignites the stars, that makes our heartbeat. We are the stars. We are the heart. We are the breath. And we are the flame. Say silently to yourself, I already am perfect. I already am abundance. I already am financially independent. I already am unlimited joy. And it is already done unto me as I believe. I believe not just for myself. I believe for everyone here, everyone online. I believe for everybody in this whole world, everything. And I know right now that every desire is fulfilled. I already feel and know that every prayer answered. I know, just really feel it and know it into every cell of your body. I know that I am whole, complete, and perfect. I'd like to take a few moments of silence. And you can visit within any time you like. For now, just gently bring your awareness back into this room, and online just into your own room. And then just know who you really are. And I will tell you again, you are life, you are love, you are infinite spirit. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Choice you make when the road less traveled is the road you take. It's gonna haunt you every step of the way. You'll try, you'll lose, and the fight might get the best of you. It might stop you cold, but that's okay. You may not get where you're going, you may not cross the finish line, but sometimes where you go is not the answer. Maybe all you're here to do is clear the path you've been walking through. Maybe marking the trail is all that matters. So make it easier, make it easier, make it easier for those who follow after. It's your turn, do your part, 'cause where you stop, the next one starts. And there's no telling where your story ends. But when you can't see the light ahead, you start to wonder if you really meant to be the one they cheer, that one who wins. You may not get where you're going, you may not cross the finish line, but sometimes where you go is not the answer. Maybe all we're here to do is clear the path that we're walking through and do is clear that path that we're walking through. And marking the trail is all that matters. Just make it easier, make it easier, make it easier for those who follow after. For those who follow after, yeah. Thank you all so much for having me, y'all. I love you all. Have a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful week. And don't forget that it's all about the good times.
Good morning, everybody. What a wonderful treat. Thank you, Jackie. I'm Ursula Roden, one of the practitioners here, and your host for today. And I'm welcoming everybody here, whether you're online or in person. And all I can say always, in person is so much better because the vibrations are so different than when you're online. So for today, our speaker is Vic Sorrell, and I'm so glad to see him again. His title for his talk today is Going Further, Living a Transcendent Purpose. And of course, thank you, Jackie, for also being here. So, and doing, sharing your beautiful music and your beautiful voice. Thank you. So who is CSLN? We are an open, inclusive, new thought, spiritual community. Our vision is opening hearts, inspiring dreams, and transforming lives. Our purpose is to help people live their best lives through practical, spiritual teaching that teaches us the power of our thoughts. Wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here. So let's just be together in a beautiful, joyful spirit, open and receptive to whatever we hear and see. Today I would like to open with a quote from Ernest Holmes. The desire you have to be something, to do something, is a mental echo in your mind of the spirit that already exists within you. It is the spirit in you seeking an avenue of expression through you. And now let's do affirmative prayer, which means a prayer that I will say in the first person, and you please make it personal to you, feeling it all the way through. I know that there's only one presence, one power, one creative intelligence, the power of love, peace, harmony, joy. And I know that I am one with this power, one with this love, one with peace, perfection. I know that I am open and receptive to hear the words, to listen to the music, and to take it further and take it into myself as knowing that spirit responds, that I respond, my total being responds, and I am here, present, now. Whatever's going on in my life, I release, I let it go, and I'm ready to transform, to go higher, to go deeper into what God, Spirit, has planned for me to be my highest and best. So I say, thank you, Mother, Father, God, for this truth. I release it, I let it go, and know that this or something better is already done. And together we say, and so it is. Now let's put our hands together to our speaker, Vic Sorrell.
Good morning. Welcome to your new home. It looks good. Really good. It feels really good. Before I start this morning, I really want to just acknowledge the talent that you've already experienced this morning. The talent, the heart, the passion. Everybody on this stage, so brilliantly talented. And a lot of people might say, I hate to follow that. But I say thanks for the inspiration. I feel like I've been teed up, you know? Yeah. So, happy fall, y'all. Anybody else ready for some cool breeze? Oh, yes. In this part of the country, we know fall is typically a very welcome change. And I was feeling that this morning in a beautiful way. So guess what else today is? Oh, I've got a couple of things. Did you say Grandparents' Day? Your mama's birthday. Happy birthday, Mama. Yes, that's where I was going, but we've got a lot going on. So a lunar eclipse in Pisces. 15 degrees of Pisces, thank you. You know, we have an astrological gem in the front row. Oh my gosh. The gift that Reverend Rosemary has been to my life in helping me understand astrology, you know, it's not everything, but it ain't nothing. And the more you know about your whole birth chart, I'll just say, it's pretty astounding stuff. But I want to read just a little bit about this particular eclipse that I read online this morning. This eclipse inaugurates the final eclipse season of 25, a powerful turning point that asks us to surrender what no longer serves, to trust the flow of life, and honor the endings that open the way for new beginnings. Some doors must close for others to open. Yeah. Some doors must close for others to open. And you know, one of my most favorite things about this teaching, Science of Mind, is the affirmative nature of what we get to consider in this space. And at the same time, we also get to consider our humanity. And with that, I just want to ask, does anybody else have the experience ever of looking at their life and thinking, what a train wreck? Well, you know, every now and then. And I've been following New Thought teaching such as this for about 25 years, and I'll tell you, I'm still human. And I know all of you are. You know, that's the one thing that we absolutely share in common, is the reality of our humanity and working to navigate that and reconcile that with the ultimate truth that we choose for our lives. But getting back to the train wreck, I had an interesting experience with the concept of train wreck this week while I was brushing my teeth. God loves to come to me, the voice of God, when I'm brushing my teeth. Happens all the time. All the time. And I was thinking about this concept of train wreck because I heard somebody say something about, oh, they're a train wreck, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, man, we're awfully callous with that concept, right? Like, you know, what a train wreck, this train wreck. And a train wreck is a terrible tragedy. But the voice, when I was brushing my teeth, said, you know, there's two elements of a train wreck typically in every train wreck. First element is there's an error. Somewhere in that equation, an error has occurred. But the second part is there's always a train. And a train is a vehicle that experienced an error. You know where I'm going with this. So when we are experiencing ourselves as a train wreck, there's an error in there somewhere. An error in the way that we're perceiving ourselves. And you know, the best predictor of what anyone will do with their life or how they will show up in any space is how they are experiencing themselves, how they identify. So I thought, man, I can really use that. Thanks, God. Next time you feel like a train wreck, look for the error. What is the error that's asking to be released so that something true can take its place. Now, on to our topic of living in transcendent purpose, which I think very much has to do with releasing the errors, releasing the optional, erroneous ways that we see ourselves and we see our lives so that the truth of who we are can be our experience. So for those of you who may be new to this teaching, what if your life holds infinite possibilities beyond what you have yet dared to imagine? What if? And what if that doesn't have anything to do with how old you are, what you weigh, whether you have hair or not on your head? What if? What if it really has everything to do with the audacity that you're willing to try on in seeing yourself as the truth of what you are? I love that the concept of transcendent purpose appears in all types of our history. So in ancient philosophy, in nearly every significant spiritual tradition, in modern psychology, and yes, even in leadership theory, there are hints of transcendent purpose. And the crux of transcendent purpose, as I understand it, basically there is a surpassing of ego and an orientation toward values, service, or visions that connect the personal to the universal. So in this teaching, we obviously look to the wisdom and the expertise of Ernest Holmes. And so Ernest Holmes listed, there were 4 elements that he often spoke about that had to do with transcendent purpose. I want to talk a little bit about those 4 elements. First of all, with transcendental purpose, we're talking about purpose beyond the personal ego. So an orientation to something beyond my experience of me, something larger. Ernest Holmes taught that true purpose can't be confined to self-interest. He consistently emphasized that the individual life is an expression of the nature of universal life. The concept of transcending the self via conscious alignment with universal spirit is, therefore, an essential element of transcendent purpose. So first, we're talking about transcending beyond the ego and our understanding of the ego. Most of us probably have that. 2, aligning with the universal mind. Holmes described life's highest aim as realizing our oneness in God. And I love that because that appears in other teachings. One of my other most important is A Course in Miracles, and A Course in Miracles would teach us that the only problem we ever experience is our separation from God. That's the only problem. Our experience of separation from God due to what? An error or errors, in the way that we think. So Holmes described life's highest aim as realizing our oneness in God, and it suggested that when we realize we are one with God, our actions become transcendent because they're expressions of infinite intelligence, not just personal will, but infinite intelligence. So we have purpose beyond the personal ego, alignment with universal mind. The third is service as spiritual law. Holmes repeatedly connected purpose with service, offering we live in unity with all. Therefore, our purpose is not complete until it embraces the good of others as well as ourselves. Is this thing that I'm considering good for all? In Science of Mind, transcendent purpose is never solitary. It flows outward, lifting the collective, not just the individual. And the fourth is probably my favorite, although the first 3 have to happen in order for the fourth to happen. Creative expression as purpose. How many of you all are creative? See, that's the difference in a science of mind room and the general population. Just like in kindergarten, when you ask a class full of kindergartners, who can sing? All the hands go up. Yeah, right. You go to a normal gathering, maybe a bar, whatever, wherever people may be in mainstream society. How many people can sing? Maybe one. Jackie will raise her hand. And I will too now. Thank you. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's been work for me, but yes, I will now. So creative expression as purpose it applies to all of us because we are all creative on the level of our thinking. Holmes taught us that universal expression through us happens as unique ideas, talents, and contributions. I have an amen. Therefore, fulfilling our creativity is both self-actualization and self-transcendence. We're giving for the receiving of all. The divine plan is one of freedom, and the inherent nature of man is forever seeking to express itself in freedom. Freedom is realized when we align personal goals with universal truth. Those are the words of Ernest Holmes. Some of you may remember Gary Zukav in a book called A Seat of the Soul. I think that was in the 90s. And he basically said the same thing, which was when the personality is in alignment with the mission of the soul, we then and only then have the capacity to experience authentic power. Authentic power. When the personality moves into alignment with the mission of the soul. So some questions that you may ask yourself if you're interested in this gig known as transcendental purpose. Am I living from ego or spirit? Does this purpose serve only me or does it uplift the whole? Am I reflecting love, peace, and creativities? And what is mine to release in order to be fully aligned with my transcendent purpose? So first of all, I think it is important to take a good look at the power of awareness. Awareness. Do we live in a daily awareness of these opportunities? Of the opportunity that transcendental purpose is? Do we take advantage of these opportunities? Do we see them as invitations or obligations? And probably most importantly, are we confused about the humility that lives in the audacity of self-love? Are we confused about the humility that lives in the audacity of self-love? A Course in Miracles would teach that humility is saying, who am I not to be brilliant? Who am I not to be loving, kind, available, seen, heard, known, experienced? Who am I not? I'm an expression of all that is, of all the love that could ever be conceived. I am a unique expression of that, and humility is being willing to step into alignment with that truth. So the next time that you have the thought, I might be a bit too much. I don't want to offend anyone. The next time you catch yourself saying, I'm sorry 16 times in a row, I say these things because I've seen it a time or two. I've done it myself a time or two, right? Consider going forward that is when you are at your most arrogant. Wow. Who am I to be seen? Arrogance. It's a different way of looking at it. It's a different way of looking at it. A Course in Miracles teaches us that humility is available when I have the willingness to see my life not as a train wreck, but as a train, a vehicle available for good. And in every train wreck, there's a train. In therapy with clients, what I see so often is that among other aspects, I'm simply supporting individuals, first of all, holding space for them and that I know who they are. I'm not confused. I'm not confused about who they are at their essence. That's number one. Number two is, typically a client will come in with a conflict, an inner conflict. And typically they're working with one or two thoughts about that conflict. So it's my goal that when they leave, they're working with 6 or 8 thoughts about that conflict, right? We haven't really erased anything, but we've added to. And I want you to consider how sometimes when we don't see ourselves clearly, our life can feel like a glass of muddy water. Sluggish, difficult, dark, difficult to see. When we run clean water into that glass, eventually, what happens? It runs clean. The water of love. And I think that's what we're doing in this teaching, is that we're adding to what already was until all that's left is what is true. Because the truth supersedes in frequency erroneous thought. And sometimes when I'm feeling really bad, what I know I need to do is I need to call somebody, I need to talk about what's true, because I'm entertaining a lot of untruth. And I know I can feel it. I feel the heaviness of it. I feel the uncertainty of it. I feel the drain of entertaining a lie. And I just need to talk about what's true. I need to remember what's true. So, okay, we get this. This makes sense, yeah? Consider the caterpillar. Some of you may follow the teachings of Marianne Williamson. Marianne Williamson has been one of the most powerful teachers in my life. So this week, she was speaking about the fact that the caterpillar, before it becomes a butterfly, literally becomes what is known in science as imaginal soup. Imaginal soup. Now, the reason I bring this up is because it seems to me that in my daily life and inside, I'm feeling like imaginal soup a lot lately. Can anybody relate to that? What used to work ain't working. What used to feel full? No. So I think that, yes, we've entered the age of Aquarius, right? At last. And so therefore, many of us are available as imaginal soup, imaginal cells. Now, the part that I find really, really exciting and encouraging about this is that everybody doesn't have to get it. Only a critical mass. It doesn't take a majority, it takes a critical mass. Think about social change in history. Women didn't receive the right to vote because a majority were in favor of it. It was a critical mass. Slavery was not ended because a majority was in favor of slavery ending. It was a critical mass. Margaret Mead, never underestimate the power of a few committed people in changing the world. As a matter of fact, it's all that ever has. So, if you are one of the ones experiencing yourself as Imaginal Soup, congratulations. You're available. You're available for being your part of a world that finally works for everyone. Now, whether or not we see it in our lifetime, in the way that we envision it, is irrelevant. It's like your song said, and I love that song. Perhaps the point is that we leave the path clearer for those who come behind. We see ourselves with the audacity of self-love, and we share that awareness of ourselves with others so that they might come to see themselves in the same way. We understand that when we are Imaginal Soup, then and only then are we available through receptivity, for the universal download of our part in becoming a butterfly. Because that is the next step. After Imaginal Soup and Imaginal Cells, the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. We know this. Changing the world really is that simple. It really is that simple. But it's our awareness of that option that can be very difficult when we have to leave this space and go out and navigate 3D. Yeah? So there's a teaching, there's a curriculum that I love that I've spoken about here before. It's called Responsible Living. And it has its roots in 12-step, somewhat. There are principles that are involved in this teaching, responsible living. One of them is I will be 100% responsible for myself and to others 100% of the time. I will be 100% responsible for myself and to others 100% of the time. It doesn't take a majority to commit to love, but I submit to all of us that it is our responsibility. You know why? Because we're aware. We're aware that it's an option. We're aware that committing to love, committing to the audacity of the humility of seeing ourselves as love and available for love in the world is the light of the world, is the hope for all of the decay we see. 100% responsibility for myself and to others. And that means that when I see myself as love, my responsibility to you is to see the same for you, regardless of your behavior. A Course in Miracles teaches us that what we see is either love or a call for love. That's it. Love or a call for love. So, you know that person at work that you just, Sorry, that ended today. That option ended today. That person is now love or a call for love to you and to me. It doesn't take a majority. It takes a critical mass. We're that mass. And it's a pleasure to be doing business with you. Namaste. Thank you.
That takes something to think through. Thank you very much, Vic. It's amazing, yes, yes. We are love. Let's be love and stay love, act loving, and know that everybody else is love too. So, let's show our appreciation and our love, because the law of giving and receiving demonstrates to us that yes, what we give, we will also receive. If we give love, we will receive love. Anyway, so if something has touched you today, here are many ways you can share the love with us, and we are grateful for your offering. I would like to ask our ushers, Meredith and JW, to come on up here. Thank you for volunteering. And in addition to the baskets being passed around, we also have a few other ways that you can donate to the center. To use your credit card, we have a QR code that you can find in the lobby, in the back of the bookstore, and in the community room. And also, if you're on website, please follow the link below. So please say with me, divine love as me multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
Well, I guess Vic did raise his hand when he said he was a singer. So he's going to join Jackie. We've done this over at Unity once, and we're going to do it again because we had fun.
We did indeed.
You can clap your hands if you feel like it. You can get up out of your seat and you can dance if you want to.
All right, y'all. Here we go. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. The next stop that we make will be England. So tell all the folks in Russia and China too. Come on, Jack.
Don't you know it's time to get on board and let this train keep on riding, riding on through. Oh,
Come on, y'all.
people all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train.
All of my brothers over in Africa. Well, tell all the folks in Egypt and Israel too, yeah.
Please don't miss this train. Don't miss it at your station. 'Cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. Come on. Ah. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train, and ride, ride through that life of yours.
Right now.
Ride, ride. People all over the world,
Come on.
join hands,
Join hands.
start a love train, a love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world,
You people.
join hands,
Join hands.
start a love
Come
train,
on.
a love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world,
Come on.
join hands. You too, start a love train, love train. People all over the world,
Come on.
join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world, y'all look good out there.
Join hands.
Come on, keep it up.
Start a love train.
A love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world. Oh yes,
Take that out into the world this week.
that's right. Put it on at home.
That's what
Dance
the
to it
world
every
needs
morning.
right there. That's what the world needs. All right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Vic, for the wonderful, wonderful, inspirational thoughts and gifts to us and Jackie and all you beautiful musicians. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have just a few short announcements for today. The search is on for our new minister. Keep our vibrations high. The CSLN profile and video are complete and posted on the CSL Minister portal. We have extended our deadline for applications till October 31st. If you know of CSL affiliated ministers who would be a good fit for our CSLN community, please let one of the board members know. We've got a busy September planned. Join us for the practice after service today. The practice, facilitated by practitioner Dale Rogers and Tonya Miller-Heyer, is a sacred space to explore, reflect, and apply spiritual principles in everyday life. Please join Tonya Miller-Heyer in a new certified class that she will be teaching on the foundations of the science of mind. Very important class. This class begins on Tuesday, September the 9th, so this week, and will be held weekly on Zoom from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Join us next Sunday, September 14th, after the service at the Why Not Saloon up the road for lunch and the Titans game. The game starts at noon. Let us know if you are planning to come so that we reserve enough tables. There is a sign-up sheet on the counter in the community room, or you can email the admin address. Are you looking for ways to make your life more interesting, exciting, and fun? If so, don't miss our next Let's Talk discussion, joining Reverend Marla Sanderson on September 21st after the service as she explores what you can do to improve your life. Reverend Mitch is launching and teaching a new class called You Can Have the Life of Your Dreams, starting Wednesday, September 24th, and running for 8 weeks. It will be both in person and online, but not at the same time. It will be in person on Wednesday mornings and online on Wednesday evenings. This is birthday Sunday, so anybody having a birthday in September?
Tanya Miller-Heyer, it's her birthday today.
Anyway, there is a cake in the community room, so please join us for this beautiful gift to us. Anyway, any other announcements and connections, Zoom connections, registrations, and so on, you will find on the website and in our newsletter. So before we close our service, we would like to welcome our visitors. You don't need to stand up, but just wave your hands so we can greet you and connect with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please be sure to join us in our community room for some light refreshments afterwards. Thank you, today's hospitality volunteer, Susan Prim. Thank you. If you are watching, online, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I would now like to ask our practitioners to come up front, please. And if there's anything on your mind that you're dealing with, that you would like some help with, some prayer help, please let these people know. That's whether it's in a health issue or a relationship or work or whatever it may be. Please let us help you. Or if you rather fill out one of the forms that we have available out there, there is a box that you can put that in and we will connect. Or you can connect on the website, pick any one of us that are listed there. If you're online, the same thing, go on the website and you can fill out a request and we will connect with you. So thank you very much. Practitioners? And speaker, Vic, would you please join us, Rosemary? So in order to attract the perfect new minister for our community, each week we will end our service with our new minister covenant. We must first become what we want in a new minister and affirm it as a community in order to create the space for them to be attracted to us. There are also copies of this covenant on the credenza in the lobby for you to take home and use it in your personal prayer time. As I read our new minister covenant, please affirm it silently for yourself. Focus on the intention of these words and how we each embody this. Just take it deep within you and go with it. There is only one life. This life is love, goodness, and God. This life lives in me, in you, and in all. Together we know that we are one with the presence of our new minister, a beautiful expression of spirit, guided by love and grounded in truth. We welcome a minister who inspires, uplifts, and walks the path of the science of mind. They speak with clarity, lead with wisdom, and love with an open heart. They honor our music, our gifts, and our community. They see each of us as whole, perfect, and divine. Together we say yes to a minister who brings abundance, joy, and shared purpose. We trust the right and perfect person is already here. And so it is. So let's put a little love in our life.
Yeah, let's all stand and sing together. We have this song that we've been doing for 2 years, so everybody knows the words, but if you don't, there they are on the screen. 2, 3, 4.
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.